Hi, this is Jean Wells with the Catholic Tuition Organization, and thank you for taking a few minutes to learn about the impact that CTO has on our parents and our students. Parents tell us all the time that if there is no CTO, there is no Catholic school for their kids, and we just don't want that to happen. But fortunately, we have donors that give for a variety of reasons. They may love our Catholic schools because they attended them themselves. They may want to help families who just can't afford the tuition. Or maybe they were helped as a young family and they want to pay it forward. Whatever the reason, we are so grateful for our donors. And every one of them receives 65% Iowa tax credits. So 65% of your gift comes back to you in the form of an Iowa tax credit. So whatever the reason, it is the best gift ever. Now, the coronavirus has played havoc on our schools. So during spring break, they find out that the school is closing, and it ended up staying closed through the whole course of the school year. But we didn't miss a beat. The teachers stepped up to the plate and created distance learning plans for every student. And come the first day after spring break, all students were participating in distance learning. It was a thing of beauty to watch. Quite amazing. So as a donor, know that the tuition assistance that you provided was not wasted. Those students continued to receive quality Catholic education, academics, faith-based Catholic education that continued to help them to grow to be the young people that we want them to be. I had the opportunity to visit with some of our principals, and I want to share with you first from Jennifer Simmons. Jennifer is the principal at St. Malachy in Creston, and I asked her specifically about the academics. Will our students be behind when it comes to this fall? Here's what Jennifer had to say.
My goal is to pick up where we left off because I feel like we can. The math lessons have continued, the reading lessons have continued. Science and social studies were not set aside. We're still doing those. And so I feel like, we're going to be able to assess the kids. I think there'll be minimal issues and we will just get to start again. And that is, I'm so thankful for that because I know many people are struggling, this COVID gap that we're going to have.
Right.
How is that going to impact the next 5 years of school? And my daughter's at the public school and, her gap's going to look different because she's not learning the same way that we are right now at St. Malachy. And so I think we're going to be ready to get going. And I know my teachers have said, they've learned skills with technology that they plan to continue in the classroom because they've seen the benefits of using that integrated blended learning situation. And it's been really great.
Isn't that amazing? No remedial training or very limited. I think that is a wonderful gift, best gift ever for our students. Now, I'm oftentimes asked about Holy Family School, our inner city school, where 90% of those kids receive tuition assistance from the CTO. So I checked in with Marty Flaherty and said, what about the unique situation with your students? Do they have the technology? Do they have internet access to help them be successful? Here's what Marty had to say.
With this online learning, we're using tools that they are very comfortable with. They are very efficient with, intuitive with, and so they have flourished. They have really flourished with this new way of doing things, and I think it's going to push us in the direction. Our primary purpose is to make sure that we meet kids where they are. So when we come back, we're going to have to really take a look at the way that we do things and make sure that we just don't fall back into those same patterns and practices that we used before. We really need to use the tools that these kids can access, and so they can grow academically and spiritually at the same time.
Flourishing. Wow. The kids are flourishing. I find that such a wonderful gift to them. They're not left behind. They're going to be carried forward into the beginning of their school year, just like every other student. All students are participating. Now, my last principal is Mary Jo Keever. She's principal at St. Pius in Urbandale. And I think she has the key. I think she has the secret ingredient as to why this distance learning was so successful. Here's Mary Jo.
I mean, they're so dedicated. They love their students. It broke their hearts that schools would be closed. And so they immediately jumped to, what can we do for our students and families, right? And so we were ready to go. We had families come back the Monday after spring break, scheduled, socially distanced and all that, coming to pick up things that they might need from school. And on Tuesday, our students logged in, made connections with their teachers, with each other, and we were off and running. No time lost. So that's really the credit of our teachers and that time they spent on that Friday and over spring break, getting ready for all of this.
It's the teachers. They are totally dedicated to our students. Our parents can be confident, our donors can be confident, our teachers have certainly become very confident in this distance learning. Such dedication. And now it's our turn to be dedicated to making sure that going forward there is tuition assistance available for all of the students to be able to continue to receive CTO as qualified families so that they can continue to send their kids to Catholic school. So I ask you to please join me in contributing to the CTO. You can find information online at ctoiowa.org, or you can call me directly at 515-237-5010. At CTO, we believe the bottom line, it's for the kids and their future. God bless.